Welcome to November. I'm here because I finished a book. It's the first book of the month. It's book 150 for the year, and it has just cemented its spot as my number one favorite for 2024. I'm talking about Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews, known on Instagram as Paper Fury and a cornerstone of the bookish community for as long as I can remember even being able to participate in book conversation online. This is billed as a YA horror fantasy about two boys that have to fight off forest-like monsters from devouring their school. It's queer, it's dark academia, it's mystery, it's horror, it's forests without fairies. Like, it's just a good time had by all. I received this arc from NetGalley. The book came out on the 29th, and I just finished it today. Life got in the way, so family, work, I had a concert, I just had not been able to put this away. I'd been reading it pretty steadily, but just piece by piece by piece. So I finally finished it, loved it, fucking cried when it was done. I actually read the acknowledgments, which I never do. And it has my heart, y'all. I'm already on Barnes & Noble, looking up a physical version so it can go on my shelf. Beautiful. Beautiful. It gave me all of the emotional, heart tugs and reasons to be on my favorite shelf as, Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, which we know is one of the few favorites that was already on the shelf for this year. So it's up there with the gods, okay? It's up there on the shelf. It's made it. And if my Kindle looks different, it's because this is the color soft. I have a whole video of the unboxing, my thoughts, little tidbits and tricks. Whole video. As I'm recording this, it's being edited, okay? It's coming. Just bear with me. But so fucking good. It was so queer. My heart hurts. Ace rep. It was such a good time. I cannot think of a better book to be 150 for the year. And I can't get over the fact that I'm at 150 for the year. That's fucking insane. Last year, down to the wire. Clock going from 11:59 to 12 a.m. on the 1st of January 2024. I finished 149 books. We're 3 days into November, and I finished 150 books. I still have the rest of November. I still have December to see what I can get through. The possibilities are endless. Endless. It was so good, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking read it. It's beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait to go to Barnes & Noble and pick up my copy. It's beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, y'all, look at this. Look at this edition, okay? Yeah, the whole reason that I picked up this art was because of this line in the synopsis. Once upon a time, Andrew had cut out his heart and given it to this boy, and he was very sure Thomas had no idea that Andrew would do anything for him, protect him, lie for him, kill for him. Absolutely. So that's why I picked up the book, and it did not fucking disappoint. It was so good. Oh my god. Do you see how fucking pretty this is? So it's got green sprayed edges. This is what it looks like outside of its cover, and then that's the inside. I already filmed my November hopefuls. But there has to be an add-on because the book girlies finally decided on the book. And it's The Blonde Dies First by Joelle Wellington. I actually have an arc of that. It was released on the 30th of July. I haven't finished it yet, so I think we are going to read that one. And I did already film my November hopefuls, but now that I'm in November, I think I want to change it. So be prepared to see me shortly looking exactly as I do, because I'm probably going to refilm it. Alrighty. Oh, I went to a concert last night, and here's the merch that I got. So I got these cute ass booty shorts, and they have the home team written on them right there. Yeah. They're cute. They had them in pink, but they didn't have my size. And I really wanted the pink ones. I had this top on. I had a pink bunny bodysuit. It was fucking cute. But alas, I had to get the blue ones because those were the only ones that are going to fit. Okay. Yeah, I got this little enamel pen.
This song's about being roommates with yourself.
And then I got The Crucible of Life, which is their latest album, and I got it on vinyl. I have been listening to this non-stop. There are 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 12 songs on here, and there are only like 2 that I don't repeat. So it is an absolute banger, and I cannot wait to start playing it on a record player. I had so much fun. It was so hot in there though. They were just a fun time. It was just a fun time had by all. I had a blast. So then I came home, I crashed, I was exhausted, and then this morning I finished Don't Let the Forest End by C.G. Drews, and it was everything. It was perfect. Now I need to write up my review and update my NetGalley, but like I don't even know what to read next. My brain is just so encompassed with Thomas and Andrew. Alrighty, on to the next. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, so I'm just hopping in here because I finished another book. I put away The Grimm Society by Shonda Hahn today. It was an arc that I received from NetGalley. It was an audiobook. The book was about 9-ish hours. Final tally, I'm giving it 4.5 carats. I really enjoyed the story, even though it was a little bit predictable, and our female main character was very naive, but she was also a high schooler, so I'm going to let that slide a little bit. The conclusion was really, really good. It didn't feel rushed at all, which a lot of these YA books feel rushed. I was surprised at how everything fit together. I knew most of it, but there were still some things that eluded me, which is good. I love when mystery outsmarts me. It was very fantasy-esque. You essentially have like these teenagers, and if they view death, then they become grievers. They're chosen by a raven. They become part of the Grimm Society. They go into training and they hunt Grimms. Grimms are just any kind of mystical creature named after the Grimm brothers. It was just very, very interesting. It had a little bit of why choose flavor. A little like love triangle, if you will. The supporting cast was an interesting group. I was very interested in them. They were like well-rounded. I really liked it. I thought it was very good. So the arc was for the audiobook because that had just been released, but it looks like the rest of the books have been out for a while. So I'm actually going to go see if I can find book 2 and start reading the series from there, because I had a flipping blast. It was so good. And Corvus, hands down, best supporting character. The most adorable familiar I've met in a long time. He definitely made the story for me. I'm also working on another arc, Perfect Girl by Tracy Braggart. I really don't know why I don't know the names of these fucking books, yo. They're starting to read. Yeah, Banghart. So I'm working on Perfect Girl by Tracy Banghart. This is an arc. This comes out on the 19th. So this comes out on the 19th of this month. And it's essentially about a girl named Jessa who's like perfect. She's super polite. She's very well put together. Parents love her. Like, she's the whole shebang. She has an older brother that's an absolute mess, so she feels like she needs to make things as easy as possible for her parents. Her parents treat her kind of like a doll. Oh, that's not ladylike, we don't do that, yada yada yada, while the brother gets to do whatever he likes. It makes my feminist heart very fucking angry, to be honest. She's essentially a doormat, and it fucking pisses me off. But some things occur to where she's had to start shedding this persona, and there's also a mystery aspect. The lights go out, they live in a rural town, a boy that she's seen around school but isn't really, like, interacting with knows a little bit too much about her. It's just a creepy fun time. I'm almost finished. I started this Saturday, I think, after I finished Don't Let the Forest In, and I am currently 71%, and I've been reading it on my Kindle Colorsoft, which you can see because my annotation is highlighted. I still can't get over my Colorsoft. I've had it since, like, the 2nd, and I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Also, the unboxing and first thoughts video that I filmed for that has like 480 views. That's insane. Like, people are actually clicking on my channel, listening to me. Like, that's bonkers, my guy. I must have did something right. I haven't had any complaints. I haven't had any hate. So let's shake that up. If you voted for Trump, fuck you. Literally fuck you. Go kick rocks off a cliff with no parachute. Fuck you. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, I'm 71% into this arc, almost done. This will be the 3rd book that I finish for November, which is pretty good seeing as it's only the 7th. The 7th is also our 11-year anniversary for Me and Boy Wonder, so I have the day off. I don't know what we're going to do, because we were going to go out, we were going to go do the whole thing, but, you know, the world ended last night, so, you know, like, I don't know what we're going to do. We might go out, we might stay in, we might just order dinner, I don't know. The future looks so grim. It looks so grim right now. I've been trying not to stress out about it, but, like, I'm fucking stressed. I want to say that that's all I have to say. I sort of made a hopefuls list, but I've literally, like, changed it 8 times, so I have no idea. I might not make one this month. I don't know. If I do make one, it'll be up on my blog, so make sure you check the link down in the description box. But yeah, I ordered some stickers and a new case for my Colorsoft. Everything should be here by the end of next week. So once everything comes in, I'll decorate my case, I'll do a little video, I'll show you some stuff. So that's neat. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, just know that if you're not feeling great about the election, I'm right there with you. There's solidarity here. And if you're for Trump, you don't belong here. Get off my channel. Unfollow me, block me. This is not the place for you. I promise you that. So yeah. Welcome to November. I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, I am also currently reading Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesar with Boy Wonder. And I'm currently... I'm over 100 pages in, but I don't know where I am. Yeah, I'm 105 pages in. Nothing has really happened yet. There's this weird dichotomy with, like, the teens and the adults of this, like, rural town. And they have this, like, creepy clown as their mascot. And their, like, mill burns down or something. And they're, like, blaming the teenagers. Father and daughter move into the town, into an old house. He's the, like, town doctor. She falls in with the quote-unquote wrong crowd, and the story just kind of evolves from there. Nothing really scary or weird has happened yet, but now they're at a carnival, and that seems like a prime place for spooky shit to happen. So here's hoping it picks up. I'm currently reading this with Boy Wonder, and I think he's like 2 or 3 chapters behind me. So I think we're going to like the next 2 chapters by Sunday or something like that. But yeah, so I'm currently reading these. And then I got a little bit farther in Graveyard by M.L. Rio. But to be super honest, it's not really capturing me like I thought it would. So that's a little concerning. I haven't really like felt the need to come back to it in a while. So here's hoping that it like picks up soon. And then Bree and I are going to read The Blonde Dice First by Joelle Wellington. And our scheduled stop is chapter 8 by next Wednesday. So here's hoping that that goes well. So yeah, that's what I've been reading, and I will catch you with an update pretty soon because I'm probably going to finish Perfect Girl, and I'm only like 30% away from the end of that. So the 36th arc that I've read this year. That's crazy. So out of 151 books, 36 of them I've read before their due date. Or before their release date. That's a wild thing to think about. Alright, I'm getting out of here. See you later. Sleuth out. Welcome back. I'm Gabs. This is the Inkbunnie, and we are now fully into November. Today is the 12th, and it's about 1 a.m. So we've only been in the 12th for like 2 hours. The last couple of clips talk about other books that I've read. I have another book to talk to you about, and then I have a little bit of a haul. So let's do the haul first, and then we can get into what I read. So for the haul, I got 3 books. We went to Barnes & Noble on our anniversary, so I got 3 books. The first book I wanted to pick up was Don't Let the Forest In by C.J. Drews, because I finished it, and it's probably going to be the, like, #1 book for 2024, and they have a beautiful, like, painted edges edition. This is the end covers. This is what it looks like on the inside, and because I read the ARC, and my ARC was digital, I did not have access to the art that's supposedly in this book. The little excerpts from his like stories on a different color page, but they're supposed to be like illustrations. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah. And that wasn't in the book when I read it, so I had to make sure I had a copy. This is so beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. I had so much fun reading this. It literally broke my heart, but it was such a fun time. And I would gladly have them do it again. So if you haven't read this, please do. I gave it 5 carrots. It was amazing. Go read it. The next thing that I picked up is Welcome to Fear City by Sarah Dvorak. It's a thick boy, but this sounds really good. In the back it says New York City, summer of 77, in a city on edge and obsessed with a serial killer. Sylvie Stroud is dealing with an entirely different kind of evil, and she has these like special abilities to know the history of buildings by touching them. But then she starts seeing like present things by touching buildings, and she knows that something else is going on. That's all I really know about it, but I'm very excited to read it, and it has these like illustrations in them, so I'm excited to get into it, even though it is a little long. It's like 453 pages. Whew. And then the last thing that I picked up was Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch by Cody Crowley. I listened to this on audio. I wanted the ARC, but I didn't get accepted. I didn't get approved. So when it finally came out, the audiobook was available, so I listened to it, and it was amazing. I'm pretty sure I also gave this 5 stars or 4.5 stars. Like, it was I thoroughly enjoyed this. And one of the things about audiobooks is that it's kind of hard to annotate. Like, whenever I hear something cool, I literally put it on pause and voice record what I heard into my notes app. So now that I have the physical book, I can reread it at some point and maybe annotate. I keep thinking that I want to be an annotation girly, but I just don't know if I can pull myself to do it. But if I have the physical, I can still take the pictures, make my notes, and then upload them to like Goodreads and Storygraph without scarring the book. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But I thought this was so much fun. So much fun. So I'm so glad that I have it. And then the back says, "This time she'll be the knife." So yeah. That's my little haul from Barnes & Noble. And then I want to talk about the books that I have been currently reading. I'm currently reading on my Kindle Colorsoft. All of the reviews that you will have in this video have all been read off of the Colorsoft. So I'll be able to tell you like the differences between reading on my Paperwhite and my Colorsoft, and what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and things of that nature. So stay tuned for that. Also, kind of mind-blowing, but as at the time of filming this, the unboxing video for my Colorsoft has over 500 views. It's by far the most viewed video on my channel. I don't know how to feel about that, but thank you so much for watching. Like, it's kind of wild, to be honest. So I'm currently reading Butcher and Blackbird. I am 47% in. This is written by Bryn Weaver. I'm liking it. I know it's about 2 serial killers, but they're falling in love. And they're super fucking cute for, like, mass murderers. And besides, they only kill other serial killers. So it's not like, you know, they're out murdering innocent people.
You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys.
Right? Legalities aside, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm almost 50% in. We've hit their, like, yearly challenge thing twice now. They're really growing on each other. It is very cute. This is such a he falls first situation, though. and I love it. The banter is cute. Like, I get like vibes. Like, it's adorable. Okay, so I'm currently reading that. I'm currently reading Darkly by Marisha Peschel. That is an arc that I received. So I'm currently reading Darkly by Marisha Peschel. I'm 16 pages into this. I thought this was going to be like a fantasy retelling, but this is more of like a murder mystery thriller. Basically a girl who's just kind of normal, loves video games, gets accepted into this super fancy video game board game like challenge, and then things start going off the rails. We haven't gotten there yet, but that's just like the general synopsis of the novel. I love it though. It's giving like feminine rage meets girl gamer boss, and I'm kind of here for it. So I'm currently reading this, that, and then the next thing that I want to pick up is Perilous Premiere by Gail Meath. That is actually out in like by Friday, the next like 3-ish days. So I'm probably gonna put Butcher and Blackbeard. I always say Blackbeard, I don't know why. Butcher and Blackbird on hold for a bit if I don't finish it by the end of tonight, so that I can start that arc and get that going by the end of the time period. But if I am able to complete Blackbeard, Butcher, and Blackbird, that would make book 153 for the year. So I've already passed my record of reading last year. I've already passed my yearly goal. And I still have the rest of November. I still have December. Like, the possibilities for how many books I can complete this year is kind of wild to me. And I'm so freaking excited about it. For November, I only had 3 arcs. Perfect Girl by Tracy Banghart, Perilous Premiere by Gail Meath, and Darkly by Marisha Peschel. Marisha Peschel's is like almost 400 pages. So it's going to be a little bit of a drive to get that completed. But it is not due until the end of the month. So that's awesome. If I'm able to complete those 2 arcs this month, that would push me to 39 arcs for the year. So out of the 152 books that I've read right now, counting those 2, so 154, 39 of those I would have read before release date, which is absolutely wild to me. And then also in November, we're only on the 12th, but I have completed 3 books already, and all 3 of them were arcs. So I'm feeling very, very good about my reading prowess. I am absolutely fucking in love with my Kindle Colorsoft. These are just some of the stickers that I bought. I'm gonna go over them when I get my new cover for the Kindle Soft and do like I've had my Colorsoft for like 2 weeks. Here's what I like and don't like about it, yada yada. I'm gonna do one of those, so stay tuned. But yeah, I still have some stickers coming my way, and I still have a wonderful case. But there's just something about being able to see it in color, y'all. Like, there's just something about it. I get so excited about the color every single fucking time. Oh my god. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go over the latest book that I finished. And that's Perfect Girl by Tracy Banghart. That's book 152, arc 37. And it took me about 5-ish days to read it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time. At first, I was reading and just didn't really know where we were going, because we got to like 50% and it hadn't really jumped off yet. But once it did, it was a fucking locomotive freight train off the rails, and the crash I just was not freaking ready for. I knew that the guy was up to no good. I knew that some fuck shit was going on, but the degree of fuckery that the shit that the shit had that was going on, I wasn't ready, and you aren't ready either. For a YA, I was not ready. I was not ready. It does a really good job of having social commentary on societal expectations of women, Madonna complexes, politeness above safety, like all of those conversations are in here. And at this point in time, it's definitely a conversation that people need to have, especially after the election. Like, if ever there was a perfect picture example of you doomed yourself, this is it. The election result, a lot of them will look at you and be like, oh, I don't understand what I did wrong. I don't understand. Like, you chose whiteness or your proximity to whiteness over yourself, over your bodily autonomy, over your right to choose. Like, your girl just bought a stun gun. Your girl's about to take a conceal and carry course. And I don't even like guns. But you've made this world unsafe for me because you think it's going to save you a few dollars at the pump. Or because your racist, homophobic, misogynistic husband told you to vote that way. And now I'm unsafe. So it's on site. It's on site. I got so distracted. What is this book about? Okay. So you meet this girl. Her name is Jessa. She is the perfect girl. Society's shining example of femininity, right? Goody two-shoes, as it were. She has a lot of things going on that she isn't letting to the surface. She and her friends decide to have a sleepover unchaperoned. There's a freak storm. Shit goes wrong. People go missing. Everything is kind of culminated into this, like, showdown. Chef's kiss. I gave it a 4.2. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There were just a few things that knocked down the score for me. And if I tell you that, it's a spoiler, so you'll have to read it for yourself. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was my first arc for the month because Don't Let the Forested and Grim Society were left over from the last month. So it felt good to get something that was for November's hopefuls out of the way. Thought I would come on here and catch you up. We're totally updated now. So the next time you see me, hopefully I'll have another finished book to talk to you about, and maybe some more books or some other new adventure to go on. I'm Gabs, this is Inkbunnie, and I'll see you next time. Sleuth out! Welcome back. It's the 17th. This is gonna wrap up this November vlog, and then I'll start filming stuff for like the next 2 weeks of November. November has just really gotten away from me. I know it's only the 17th, but there's only 2 weeks left, and then we're in December, and then we're in 2025. Like, I don't know what happened to the time, but it's just so far away from me. Like, there's so many things that need to be done, need to be taken care of, and I just am losing track of, like, everything. I feel like I'm drowning a little bit. But you didn't come here for that. You came here for books. So let's talk books. In this vlog, I do a bunch of stuff. I go to the Books by the Banks event. I buy stickers to decorate my new Kindle. I finish books. Let's talk about those finished books. I finished just a couple of days ago on the 15th, and it's called Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. It's number 1 in the Ruinous Love trilogy. I read this for Alicia Kendall's book club. I thought it was hilarious. It was the perfect mix of romance, murder, and laughter. I laughed out loud several times. I highlighted the shit out of this book. Essentially, you have 2 characters, Rowan and Sloane, and they are both serial killers. And not only are they serial killers, but they're serial killers that hunt other serial killers, like bad serial killers. They're like vengeance killers, you know? And while they're hunting, they meet And it's just a story of them cleaning up the world and falling in love while they do it. It's so good. I know what it sounds like because it's a book about serial killers killing serial killers and then falling in love. But it was so good. And it was so funny. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I literally finished it, went straight to Libby to see if they had book 2. They did. I downloaded it, and I've already started reading that. I'm already 14%. So today's the 17th. I finished that book on the 15th. I'm already 14% in Leather and Lark, the second book. Like, that should tell you how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I have heard that the second one is not as good as the first one, so I'm hoping that that's not true. Because I thoroughly enjoyed the first one. Butcher and Blackbird is book 153 for 2024. There are a couple of books on the hopeful list that's part of the 24 for 24 list. So I'm working on those now. I'm currently in between a lot of books, so like bear with me. I'm currently 14% in Leather and Lark. I'm currently 9% in First to Die by James Patterson. And even though that book is almost a decade old, it took off like a fucking locomotive. Like, we had a dead body within like the first 4 or 5 page taps. Like, that's probably the fastest I've ever gotten a dead body. Like, I'm thinking, because my cutoff is 4 chapters, but I'm pretty sure that that's the fastest I've ever gotten a dead body. And it wasn't just a little pew or a little stab. Like, these motherfuckers were good. This motherfucker meant business. So, it's a James Patterson. I haven't had much luck with him, but I do have, like, the first 5 books of this series. So I was like, I need to read them and like them, or I need to get them off my shelf. So I figure I'll read the first one this year, and if I like it, I'll continue the series. If I don't like it, that's a 5-book bundle to go on to Pango. And if you guys don't know what Pango is, it's where I sell my books. So any books that I have extras of, doubles of, any books that I did not enjoy after I was done reading them, any books that I'm ready to rehome, I sell on Pango. The prices are affordable. I try and keep my books in generally good condition. There's photos, the whole 9. I have the link in my description box. So if you ever want to check out what books are there, make sure that you stop by. You can subscribe to my shop so you can get updated every time there's a new listing up. And not to toot my own horn, but I ship really fast, and I have a 5-star rating. I have this little ribbon next to my name. I love it. It makes me so happy. But, you know, it kind of sates that, like, bookish desire that most book girlies have to have a bookstore. So, yeah. Yeah, just go check it out when you have a moment. Okay, back to books that I'm reading. So I'm currently reading Leather and Lark. I'm currently reading First to Die. I started Zetas Till We Die. I'm about 5% into that. I started Red Harvest by Dashiell Hammett. I am 35% into that. So the whole book started with a mystery, and then that mystery got wrapped up, and I thought it was over, and then the book just kept going. I was literally 30% in, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know who did it. And then it was like, and now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up Poison Town, and I was like, oh, we gonna keep going. Oh, okay, I'm sad. Where's the rest of the story? Because I definitely thought this bitch was over. So, yeah. Now he's on this, like, cleanup mission to clean up the streets of Poisonville. It's old. It's a classic. Its slang is so cheesy. I'm absolutely in love with it. Literally all my notes are just the quirky shit that our main character says. Don't get me to lying. I don't know anybody's name. I'm listening to it on audio. It's on 2 speed, and he still talks like this. So even though it's super easy to interact and make sure I understand what he's saying, I can't remember a goddamn name of anybody. I couldn't even tell you the name of the dude that died. No clue. It is literally all vibes over here. I was like, I want to read a classic this year. I don't know why I did this to myself. I'm trying to think. there's anything else I'm listening to or reading. I did not get to Perilous Premiere before its release date. I probably will still read it, but it didn't really like capture my attention. I am going to start focusing on Darkly though. That comes out, I believe, the day before Thanksgiving, so I want to get that going, so that I can write my NetGalley review for that. My case for my Kindle Color Soft finally came, so I can put the case back on my Kindle Paperwhite. So this is what it looks like, and then this is the back, and then when you open it, and then it closes. I enjoy it. I got a little, I got a little pop socket. I got little stickers. Yeah, and a lot of these stickers are from mom and pop shops on Etsy. And then because I had some extra stickers, and because the space on the Kindle back of the new case isn't as big because of like the cover, the spine part, I had some extra stickers, so I put them on my Paperwhite. So this is what my Paperwhite looks like, even though I haven't used it since I've gotten my color. I still don't know what I'm going to do with Ivy. I don't think that I want to get rid of her because I really like her. But I don't see the need to have her like up and functioning. A lot of girls are like, oh, I have a home Kindle, I have a purse Kindle. But my Kindle goes with me everywhere, so it doesn't really make sense to have a purse Kindle and a home Kindle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe Color Soft will be the purse Kindle and Ivy will be the home Kindle. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of her because I love her. But I just don't see like the super need to have her anymore. I feel so bad. Then Saturday, a book event at our local library hosted by Joseph Beth Bookstores. So let me get all this food out of the bag and I can show you what I got. Okay, so we decided to go to this thing. It's called Books by the Banks. And it's essentially this book, like, convention. It had 100 authors, and they had their books. You could buy them, get them signed, bring yours in just to get signed, that kind of deal. I set this up with the girls a while ago, but, you know, we're all adults. We all have lives. We got really busy, and we kind of forgot about it. And then we hit up everybody yesterday, and we're like, hey, you still want to go? And everybody's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So of course I don't have any of the books with me to get signed or what have you. So I just wound up buying them again, getting them signed, and then the ones that I have copies, duplicates of, I will just put on Pango. So the first thing that I saw when I got there, Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce. I already have this. I bought this months ago and was so excited to read this because she's like a theater nerd and he's a board game nerd. And I'm like, that's me and Boy Wonder to a T. So like, I had to get it. So when I saw she was there, I was like, oh my God, I wish I brought it so I could get it signed. So I just bought a new one and got that one signed. She gave me a bookmark for her new one, which is called Dating and Dragons. It's got forbidden romance, friends to lovers, a fresh start, game nights, and a matchmaking grandma. So cute. And then the back says, falling in love is always a roll of the dice. Please. And then she signed the inside, and look at her little 20-sided die stamp. So fucking cute. And the inside says, enjoy the dice rolls and theater rolls. I will. And I also got a picture with all of my authors, so that was so much fun. It was so fun to hang out with the book girlies because it had been a while. I just had an absolute blast. So I got this. Catch You Later by Jessica Strasser. She signed the inside for me. And essentially it says, 2 best friends, 1 impulsive decision, and 3 lives are changed forever. That sounds right up my alley. And then I got a hardcover. I got I'll Stop the World by Lauren Toman. Yeah, and it's essentially about like some kids that go back in time to solve a mystery. I got this signed, but it was really cool. It took place in our public main library. So our main library is gigantic. So we literally wandered around for a bit. And then because these books were provided by Joseph Beth, they were full price. So we decided to supplement what we didn't get by going to the Friends of the Public Library, which is kind of like a used bookstore of books that the library discontinues. And I went a little nuts. So the first thing that I got is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I was part of Book Talk when this came out, and it did not seem like it was going to be on my alley, so I left it. And then I saw that they made a TV show out of it, and I watched the trailer for it, and I said, oh, that actually sounds interesting. I should read it. I put it on my TBR, never found it, never bothered to pick it up again. And then I saw it at the store. It was only $4. I couldn't leave it behind. The next thing that I picked up is What Big Teeth by Rose Zabo. Saw it at the store, couldn't leave it behind. This is the one that I always think of when I'm thinking of The Girls Are Never Gone. Like, it's this book and that book, and when I see them on the shelf, I'm always thinking of The Girls Are Never Gone when I mean this. So when I saw it on the shelf, I had to get it. This was only $3. The next one I got is The Last Girl Standing by Jennifer Dugan. Also $3. Picked up I Hope You're Listening by Tom Ryan. This is mystery and this is LGBT, and it's a kidnapping thriller. Then I picked up Youngblood by Sasha Lawrence. So this is fantasy. It's like lesbian vampire boarding school with secrets. But I picked it up because this literally was on the new shelf not even a month and a half ago at my local library. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it because I want to read it, but I didn't have any plans to read it right now, you know? And if I own it, I can read it whenever I like. And then the last books I got were all paperbacks. I got Cocaine Blues by Carrie Greenwood. It's the first in a Frightening Fishes mystery series. This is also on my TBR for a really long time, and it's the beginning of a series. So I figured it was like $2-3. I'll get it, and if I like it, I'll continue. I picked up Something She's Not Telling Us by Darcy Bell. I really liked A Simple Favor, so when I saw this, I was like, cool. And then I picked up Alias Emma by Ava Glass. I've been thinking about this for a really long time, but I did not want to pay $17 for it when I saw it. So when I saw it at the bookstore, I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. So that's what I got from the books at the Banks visit and the Friends of the Public Library visit. And then I'm trying to think. I went to the library again. So over here, I've got Honey West, This Girl for Hire, which is the first book in the Honey West series. If you don't know who that is, she is a private investigator from the 60s. I got a in-color graphic novel, volumes 3 and 4. Play it cool, guys. Essentially, it's about a bunch of nerds who pretend to be cool, but they're really like dorky. It's cute. It's in color, so I figured why not. I got Getting Away with Murder by Foxfield. I got volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of that Playing It Cool Guys series. And then I got volume 1 of Mr. Villain's Day Off. And then I got a collection of original Black Canary comics. And then come over here, read the shelf. I got Night Owls, The Lies We Conjure, Killer House Party. All of these things are like mystery and thriller. That's fun. Then I got some knitting books because I've fallen down the knitting bandwagon again on Instagram, and I'm thinking about doing some more sweaters. But I think that's it. I think that's everything that I wanted to tell you. I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. I know for a fact. Oh, I forgot to show you my nails. Okay. So I think the only thing that's left is nails. I wanted to do something for the fall, but I swapped the brown and the orange out for pink. Yeah, so it looks like this. They're really cute. I like them. They just are a lot more Christmassy than I was like anticipating. But yeah, that's what they look like. Yeah. So I think that's everything. It's like after midnight now, so now it's the 18th. I still have to edit this, get this up, because I want this to go out to start this week. Any books that I finish now will go into the next vlog. So hopefully the next vlog will have a few more finished books in it. We do still have like 14, 15 days left in the month, so here's hoping. Plus, we have a holiday, so since I don't cook, I will hopefully be getting a lot of reading done, and hopefully I can cash some books out and get my numbers up, because literally next month is December, and that is so crazy to me. A whole month, and then it's 2025. I can't fathom. So like, yeah, it's time for me to go. I'm rambling. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Gabs, and this is the Inkbunnie. Sleuth out.